forgotten about this series for a bit. However, I am back at it because technically I am still going to be running and in like 20 something years. So I'm still going to do this series. So this is the fourth edition, I think. But anyway, let's get into the video. We're going to be talking about just general publicity stuff. Like how would I act internationally, domestically? So there's been a lot of, I'll just say this. Like I thought after the first 100 days of the Trump presidency, I just realized what the hell is happening, man. I mean, like it's not getting better. It's actually getting worse in so many ways. And like the tariffs are ruining things, and like I'm even having trouble like visiting family members who are up north. So uh it's just kind of hard to wrap around that. Like like I, i've kind of been wrong, and I just have to accept that. Like I really thought things would get better in some sort of form, and that Republicans, because of this, would have a guaranteed, almost guaranteed chance in 2028. But I've just realized shit is not changing, especially in the U.S. So, uh, I'm just gonna bring this into the White House. One, I'll be very young. I'll be the youngest president ever at that time. However, that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna like go around being like hip and new. What I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna be so presidential for sure. I'm gonna need to gain experience from the White House, and I'm not planning to just go into the presidency thing immediately. I'm probably gonna run for Senate or representative. But anyway, I'll try to be formal with international leaders. I'll just get to a main point, maybe a few side points on trade and stuff. But honestly, I'll try to work with. I'll try to work more with Asian nations, so we can get more of a compact group against Chinese influence and growth. Also, like gain back some, like if it's still not there by 2048, some more talks between the U.S. and Canada, and that's not been happening, especially from these past few months, because the elephant in the room, Trump. But I'll just say this: I'm I'm gonna be different, and here's the thing: I want to be like Teddy Roosevelt, not not like in a lot of ways, not just in his personality, but more of his political beliefs and his military beliefs. So he always said, uh, "Speak, speak proudly, speak humbly, and carry a big stick," or something like that. You'll go far. And he had very he was a progressive within his own party, and within the Republican Party, I'll kind of be leaning more moderate, which in my case is a progressive part of the Republican conservative movement. So, yeah, I kind of just want to be like him. Also, like, since he was young, he believed in more conservation efforts, and, like, he kind of fixed a lot of the tariff issues that had gone by the Gilded Age. He kind of fixed that, so I would try to do that just in like case that it was still going on. But yeah, I would just kind of want to be similar to him in that way. Also, I'll try to finally get some like executive orders on like racial issues so we can finally, after centuries, put that book to rest in some form of way. So yeah, so there's like some form of compromise in a lot of ways. I mean, there'll still be racism within America. It's just a hard fact that we're gonna have to realize. But I'm gonna work on trying to fix it so there's less of it, obviously. Uh, Also, I'm not sure who I would be trying to work in within my cabinet. I a lot of my friends asked if I could be the vice president, which obviously no. And a lot of them aren't even weren't even born in the U.S. I mean, they're citizens, but a lot of them weren't even born in the U.S. So I had to explain to them that you can't be vice president if you weren't born here. But also, you can't be. I mean, I don't want to be corrupt. I don't want to just give. Like, I know it's for young kids' minds around my area. It doesn't. They don't really think about that in a lot of ways. They don't really think about the actual, like, global and domestic impact that has. But uh, if you're watching this and you're a classmate or a kid my age, uh, I mean, you could try to work on yourself and try to actually like be prepared for the future. Because honestly, with the market we've been having, I should have been investing in houses when I was in the womb and not doing all this shit. So it sucks. It really does suck. So I don't know how to explain it, man. But I will try to fix it over a long period of time. Uh, if there's one issue I really, cause like on a lot of things, I'm like it's always compromise after compromise after compromise. But one thing I do want to like focus on is that like just work on free trade. Try to like promote free trade because especially within what we've seen in the last few weeks, months, decades, is that when there's a lot of tariffs, it it may have a long it definitely has a short-term effect and causes so much instability within the markets and overall the economy. So we want to work over a long period of time instead of just making one-handed decisions that like benefit us, but in a lot of ways they don't. So yeah, I'll try not to be like Democrats in a way that like they don't really are that decisive on issues, but I won't be in like a Republican's way that like they're so divisive on issues that it just causes instability. So that's gonna be it, guys. If you want more from this series, comment down below, and once I hit 5K subscribers, I will be bathing in a tub of Dr. Pepper, considering that it is my favorite drink. And if you don't think that way, well, you have your opinions, but I might say that your soda, your favorite soda, is just a knockoff of Dr. Pepper.